digest, and a lot of voices to be heard. Stick to the frequency that amplifies these voices, stories, and reports that make the difference. This is Agidigbo News, 88.7 FM.
This is Kunle Amzat Studio, Agidigbo 88.7 FM. Welcome to News Around the World.
Good evening, welcome to News Around the World on the most listened to radio station at Gidigbo 88.7 FM Ibadan. I am Wuraola Yusuf. The headlines: NCDC raises alarm as Lassa fever accused 2 health workers, 15 infected. Oyo police foil deadly bandit attack on a labor village, neutralized 2 in intelligence-led operation. United Kingdom Prime Minister says no platform gets a free pass as crackdown on social media announced. President Trump says a board of peace members have pledged more than $5 billion for Gaza. Nigerian sprinter Favour Ashe switches allegiance to Qatar. Now the details. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control (NCDC) has raised an alarm over the increasing spread of Lassa fever among healthcare workers. In an advisory released today, the Disease Control Agency noted that so far 2 health workers have been killed, while 15 confirmed cases of Lassa fever have been documented among healthcare workers as Nigeria battles another outbreak of the zoonotic disease, while expressing its sympathy to the affected health workers. According to the advisory, healthcare worker infections have been reported across multiple states, including the known high-burden areas such as Ondo, Edo, Bauchi, Taraba, Ebonyi, and Benue, with specific hotspots often identified at the local government level. The NCDC said it is set to investigate every healthcare worker infection to identify drivers of transmission and prevent further cases, as person-to-person infections and laboratory transmission can also occur, particularly in healthcare settings, in the absence of adequate infection prevention and control measures. A prominent Nigerian journalist and cultural ambassador, Dr. Lekan Alabi, has called on young Nigerians to seek out mentors who can guide them in cultivating creative thinking. In an interview with Agidigbo FM, Dr. Alabi emphasized the need for Nigerian youths to dedicate time to reflection, innovation, and inventing solutions that can ease life challenges and leave a lasting legacy.
40 years ago, whereby I advised youths and the young people not only to have a mentor or role model, but to also think creatively like their predecessors.
The veteran journalist also stressed that Nigeria's future hinges on the energy and creativity of its young people, urging them to take bold actions to shape their own destiny and drive positive change. The Oyo State Police Commander said it has successfully foiled a planned bandit attack on a labor village Alene Belro area of Tede town in a remarkable display of operational prowess, proactive policing strategy, and intelligence-driven crime prevention. According to a statement signed today by the Police Public Relations Officer, PPRO DSP Anyoladi Olayinka, the operation, executed with precision and swift tactical coordination, underscores the command's unwavering commitment to intelligence gathering, rapid response capability, and the protection of vulnerable communities from criminal elements. The breakthrough followed credible information provided by a Good Samaritan at the Tede Division Station, alerting security operatives to the presence of about 10 armed Fulani men who had concealed themselves at a farm settlement within a labor village with plans to attack the community under the cover of darkness. The State Commissioner of Police appreciates the Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Adeolu Egbetokun, for his continued support, strategic leadership, and provision of operational logistics that have strengthened the command's capacity to respond decisively to security threats. The command further solicits sustained cooperation and timely intelligence from members of the public, emphasizing that community support remains a critical pillar in the ongoing fight against criminality. According to a global labor report, Nigeria emerged as the seventh sub-Saharan African country with the most stressed employees. Some Nigerians with huge financial responsibilities go through daily stress during work hours, while some Nigerians are engaged in jobs that require physical power. Agidigbo FM News correspondent Aisha Oladeji engaged a medical expert on the triggers and solutions to physical stress amongst Nigerians. Here's the report.
Stress, either physical or mental, is a serious health concern in Nigeria that can lead to serious physical conditions. Numerous factors contribute to high level of stress experienced by Nigerians, from economic instability and financial pressures to political uncertainties and social unrest. The daily struggles faced by Nigerians can cause tiredness. The current economic situation in the country, characterized by inflation, unemployment, and limited access to basic amenities, adds an extra layer of stress to people's lives. In the process of making more money to sort bills and other financial responsibilities, some Nigerians work more hours, which reduce sleep time and poor eating habits. While interacting with Agidigbo FM News, a medical doctor, Dr. Sam Olateju, explained some of the factors that trigger physical stress amongst Nigerians.
Television, someone who has not been sleeping well, exposure to violence, trauma, loss of your loved ones too could also cause physical stress, financial commitment, having to take care of too many people, increased demand, maybe long work hours, health issues, and even retirement could also cause physical stress.
A clinical psychologist, Dr. Kehinde Ojewumi, while speaking with Agidigbo FM News, mentioned some of the causes of stress in the human body.
It can be caused by physical demands, that is, when you lift heavy objects, you bend, you take strenuous work, all this can put strain on the body, and it can lead to physical stress. Environmental factors can also lead to physical stress. This can include extreme temperatures, noise pollutions, or exposure to toxins, and can also contribute to physical stress.
Dr. Sam Olateju highlighted the effects of physical stress and the ways people treat stress.
The effects of physical stress include headache, insomnia, that is reduced sleep. Some of them would have anxiety. Some of them would even present with elevated blood pressure, sexual dysfunction, change in appetite. They would report loss of appetite, reduced appetite. Some might fall back to using substances. They can take alcohol, smoke, and do a lot of things. Use a lot of illicit drugs just to relieve the stress. While others would have to go and get some over-the-counter medications, like what the Yoruba people call Akojopo. They will use it just to relieve the stress.
Dr. Kehinde Ojewumi mentioned the dangers associated with chronic physical stress and ways stress can be managed.
For instance, chronic stress can have severe consequences on the body, which include weakened immune system, cardiovascular disease, mental health disorders, digestive problems, and a host of other issues that might be as a result of this stress on the body. It has been proven times without number that exercise is a natural stress reliever and that can have numerous health benefits on the body. And these benefits, is not limited to, it can reduce stress hormones if you exercise regularly.
To cope with the stress of the economic situation in the country, individuals need to prioritize self-care and seek support from their social networks. Engaging in stress relieving activities such as exercise, meditation, and spending time with loved ones can help alleviate the negative effects of stress. Aisha Oladeji, Agidigbo FM News.
Now it is time to link up with our United Kingdom studio for the foreign news.
News from Kuliamza Studio at Gidigbo FM. United Kingdom, I am Olushola Damilola. North Korean government has completed a new housing district in Pyongyang for families of North Korean soldiers killed while fighting alongside Russian forces in Ukraine. This is the latest effort by leader Kim Jong-un to honor the dead troops. The North Korean leader stated that the homes were meant to allow bereaved family to take pride in their sons and husband, and also to bring comfort to the troops' family. Under a mutual defense pact with Russia in 2024, North Korea sent about 14,000 soldiers to fight alongside Russian troops in Ukraine, where more than 6,000 of them were killed. South Korean National Intelligence Service believe that North Korean forces are benefiting from the war by gaining modern combat experience and Russian technical support that will improve the performance of their weapon system. United Kingdom government has announced a sweeping crackdown on tech firms to protect children from illegal contents. Announcing the changes earlier today, Sir Keir Starmer said there is need to protect the children as a promise to shut down the loophole that allow chatbots to produce illegal contents. However, Technology Secretary Liz Kinder confirmed that government has determined to give children the childhood they deserve and to prepare them for the future at a time of rapid technological change. And that ends the news from Kuliamza Studio at Gidigbo FM. United Kingdom, I am Olushola Damilola.
We shall also be moving to our Maryland studio, United States, for more foreign news.
News from Kule Amzat Studio at Gidigbo FM, United States. I am Oluwatosin Sonya. U.S. President Donald Trump said Board of Peace member states will announce at an upcoming meeting on Thursday a pledge of more than $5 billion for reconstruction and humanitarian efforts in Gaza. In a post on Truth Social, Trump wrote that member states have also committed thousands of personnel towards a UN-authorized stabilization force and local police in the Palestinian enclave. The U.S. president said Thursday's gathering, the first official meeting of the group, will take place at the Donald J. Trump Institute of Peace, which the State Department recently renamed after the president. Delegations from more than 20 countries, including heads of state, are expected to attend. The board's creation was endorsed by United Nations Security Council resolution as part of the Trump administration's plan to end the war between Israel and Palestinian Islamist group Hamas in Gaza. The Kremlin said on Monday that what it called the main issues, including sensitive questions of territory, would be discussed in peace talks on Ukraine due to be held in Geneva this week. The talks between Russia, Ukraine, and the United States are due to take place on Tuesday and Wednesday at a time when Kyiv is under mounting U.S. pressure to strike a deal and as Moscow demands it cede the entirety of the Donbas area. The Kremlin confirmed that a Russian delegation would be led by Vladimir Medinsky, an aide to President Vladimir Putin. The U.S. President Donald Trump has said he is keen to broker an end to a conflict he has called a senseless bloodbath, though Russia and Ukraine remain fall apart on key issues, including territory, who controls the Zaporizhia nuclear power plant, and the role of any Western troops in post-war Ukraine. And that is the news from Kuliamzat Studio, Agidigbo FM, United States. I am Oluwatosin Sonya.
And now in the exciting world of sport, Nigeria's seventh fastest man in history over 100 meters, Favour Ashe, has officially transferred his international allegiance to Qatar, citing poor treatment, substandard facilities, and limited opportunities in Nigeria as key reasons for the move. The 100-meter specialist, whose personal best of 9.94 seconds ranks him among Nigeria's elite sprinters, confirmed the switch in a statement released today, stressing that he was not treated properly at the 2025 National Sports Festival. Ashe revealed he has been training in Qatar for the past 5 months and expressed optimism about contributing to a strong Qatari 4x100-meter relay team. However, the transfer has not yet been approved by World Athletics, as he must observe a 3-year waiting period from his last representation of Nigeria, meaning he will not be eligible to compete for Qatar until after 2027, unless an exception is granted. In his words, the president of the Athletics Federation of Nigeria, Chief Topon Okokowa, has said the body is not aware of the alleged switch of national team sprint star Favour Ashe from Nigeria to Qatar, noting that the AFN will begin investigating athlete statuses from today. To wrap up the news this evening, here is a recap of the headlines. NCDC raises the alarm as the Lassa fever accused 2 health workers, 15 infected. Oyo police foil deadly bandit attack on a labor village, neutralized 2 in intelligence-led operation. United Kingdom Prime Minister says no platform gets a free pass as crackdown on social media announced. President Trump says a board of peace members have pledged more than $5 billion for Gaza. Nigerian spinster Favour Ashe switches allegiance to Qatar.
Don't forget that you can listen to us live on our website www.agidigbo887fm.com. You can also download our mobile app on Google Play Store and iOS. Simply search for Agidigbo 88.7 FM. Follow us on Facebook at Agidigbo 88.7 FM, on Twitter and Instagram at Agidigbo 887 FM, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have news stories and tips for us, contact our newsroom on 070-8714-4865 or send us a mail on newsroom@agidigbo887fm.com.
Before we go this evening, here is a quick tip. The biggest adventure you can ever take is to live the life of your dreams. Finally, we have come to the end of the news around the world on the most listened to radio station, Agidigbo 88.7 FM Ibadan. I am Wuraola Yusuf. Thank you for listening. Good evening.
News is information, and information is power. At Agidigbo 88.7 FM, we bring the news from top to bottom.
The Oyo State government has said the over 1.5 million out of school children.
We give you reports from Oyo State.
The Oyo State House of Assembly has called for thorough investigation.
The Southwest in Nigeria and the rest of the world.
Has clarified that the body did not receive any cash support from international development.
Trust us to keep you informed every hour, every day.
Agidigbo 88.7 FM, the people's voice. Agidigbo 88.7 FM.
Agidigbo FM 88.7, ògo tó lé téńté.
Assalamu alaikum. Àwẹ̀dẹ́ àdúpẹ́lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run ọba àlá. Oṣù gbígbìyànjú àti bèrè kí n fi lé ẹ lọ́wọ́ pẹ̀lú àtúntò kádàrá àtàforíjìn. Ó tún ti wáyá báyìí gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìṣe wa nínú ìjọ The Global Advocate for Muslim Unity ẹgbẹ́ bẹ́bẹ́ Islam. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ti mọ̀ pé tóṣù dùnú bá ti dé báyìí. Ọ̀sọ̀ọ̀sẹ̀ làwọn àfáà ńlá ló wà máa dá wa lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ nínú ìjọ The Global Advocate for Muslim Unity. Ní ìdí géètì ńlẹ̀ Ìbàdàn. Gbogbo Mùsùlùmí àti Mùsùlùmá. Ó tún ti yá o. Ẹ jẹ́ á tún pàdé lọ́jọ́ Wednesday tí ń bọ̀ yìí, February 18. Ní ìdí géètì ńlẹ̀ Ìbàdàn. Ní dédé aago mẹ́wàá àárọ̀ lè tó bẹ̀rẹ̀. Níbi tá a ti máa gbọ́rọ̀ Ọlọ́run láti ẹnu Fọdílátù Sheikh Aníyèkáyé Kátìbí Chief Missioner Korib láti ìlú Èkó. Àsàlátù la ó kọ́kọ́ fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìṣe wa. Lórí àwọn olóyún àtàwọn oníbísí. Kásàlátù tó wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ látẹnu àwọn àfáà.